Sleep. Today we're going to talk about sleep. Sleep is one thing we don't really want to do. Most of us like to go to bed late and wake up early because, sleep is the last thing that crosses our mind. But sleep is essential. If you don't get enough sleep, it's like a race car without fuel. In fact, having a good night's sleep can actually help you live longer. Here's what's interesting. You can actually hack your sleep. They did a study with 1.2 million people over the course of 7 years. And they found that the people who slept 6.5 hours actually lived longer than the people who didn't. Interesting, right? Most people think the longer you sleep, the better, right? Well, not true. Here's the thing. Healthy people sleep more efficiently. See, your body has to go through many cycles when it's sleeping. The lymphatic system, which is like washing your brain, and so many other things, detoxifying the body. And also, everything in the conscious mind gets transferred over to the subconscious. So, when you have your dinner 3 hours before bed, instead of digesting your meal, your body will be going through those cycles. And if you're full of toxins, take even more time for your body to detoxify yourself. So, if you're healthy, have minimal toxins, and if you don't eat right before bed, you can have a quality sleep. So, I'm going to share with you my 5 hacks so you can hack your sleep and sleep like a baby for only 6.5 hours, but get good results. All right, let's get right into it. Hack number 1, temperature. Most people think you got to be all warm and cozy, but turns out 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius, a nice cool room is actually better for your sleep. See, when your body's cool and you got a blanket all snuggly up, it helps with your sleep, and the colder you can make it, the better. So, don't make it too cold where you can't sleep, but it's about finding that sweet spot of that temperature that is essential. Here is hack number 2, diet. See, if you're full of toxins, your sleep is going to be longer. Your body's going to detoxify even more. Here's another one. 2 to 3 hours before bed, no eating. This is what I do because I went to bed on a full stomach and I literally threw up. I got sick. Bad idea. See, your body needs to detoxify, go through the lymphatic system, so many other cycles. But if you're digesting your meal horizontally, it won't get to doing any of those. So, your sleep is going to have to be even longer. Now that is definitely not what I recommend. So, 2 to 3 hours before bed, don't eat to get the best quality of sleep. And here's a little trick. If you go to bed after 10, your sleep will not be the same quality. This is for adults. For kids, we got to go to bed even earlier and get a little bit more sleep. Also, our body starts producing growth hormones when we're sleeping, so it's even more important. All right, on to hack number 3. See, maybe the study with 1.2 million people over 7 years was 100% correct. Here's the thing. We all have a different biology, and so we all need to sleep for a different time. So finding your special time is essential. My mom sleeps till 9 o'clock. I usually like to get up at 7:30. So my body's different. My mom's body's different. Does it mean my mom will, won't live as long because she sleeps for longer? No, not at all. It just means that her biology wants her to have more sleep. And that works for her. And I find what works for me. And same with you. You got to find the perfect sleep time for you. Maybe 6.5 hours is perfect. Maybe not. But it's about being in tune with your body and not just blindly following studies. Because remember, we all have a different biology. All right, let's get into hack number 4. Here's one probably you didn't think about. Light. Light plays a huge role in your circadian rhythm. It's kind of like your rhythm of when you wake up and when you go to bed. So your body knows, okay, let's start producing melatonin. Your circadian rhythm really gets messed up when you go to countries on completely opposite, time slots. It's called jet lag. Oh my God, they're 3 hours ahead or they're 10 hours ahead. I feel like sleeping now. That's your circadian rhythm. It's your natural rhythm. So, scientists say if you want to have a good sleep, keeping a natural routine, going to bed at a certain time, training that circadian rhythm is really good. But there's something even more powerful. Light. See, the sun has all the spectrums. And back then, the only light source was fire or the sun. Fire had more the red, orangish light spectrum, which was fine before bed. But what wasn't fine was the sun before bed. See, the sun woke us up. The reason the sky is blue is because one of the colors of lights in the sun, blue light, binds with the air molecules, making the sky blue. And air molecules, wow, the blue light's so powerful, it just binds with them. So your body's like, okay, the sky's blue, it's morning time. Let's start producing energy. But even 1 minute before bed of blue light, that's not good. But blue light, the sun was the only source. Now, if you've ever seen a rainbow, it's because light splits up the sun into all its different spectrums. The sun is loaded with light. Obviously, we see it as yellow, but a rainbow shows us the full spectrum. And red light, one of the weaker wavelengths, is fine before bed. Your body won't notice that as light. That's why fire was fine. You still feel like going to bed, even if it's nighttime and there's a fire. But we invented these things called light bulbs. Ding! Well, turns out light bulbs are not really the best for our sleep. See, for our devices, the cheapest light was LED lights, blue LEDs. The problem with this is then we get crazy amount of blue lights. Blue light is powerful stuff, man. It goes all the way back to the retina, the back of the eye, and damages it. Right past the eyelid. Bam! That's why when they say, looking at your computer screen or watching lots of TV damages your eyes, it's the blue light. You gotta have a blue light filter. So, there are lots of tricks to do this. One, you get special glasses. I say, why buy glasses when you can just change the environment in your home? So what I do at my house, we have a red LED. See, it's an LED light bulb with red around it. The red glass filters out the blue light. When you change the color, you change the wavelength, weakening the light or strengthening the light. Also, many devices these days have blue light filters. There's Flux, which you can install. It's a software. But the new Google Pixel 2 has a blue light filter. iPhone now has a blue light filter. Windows has a blue light filter. And the MacBook also has a blue light filter. So any newer technology has a blue light filter built in. So you go into the display in settings, and you'll usually find night light or night shift. Once you turn these things on, I recommend putting it to red if you have the choice. Put it full blast. And what I do, at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., it's on. And then turns off at 8 in the morning. And what this does is this just blocks out the blue light, telling my body it's nighttime. Let's start producing some melatonin so that we can sleep. This is unreal, the benefits you get. And man, your eyes actually don't hurt as much when you're looking at a screen. Another thing is I recommend buying glasses. Like I bought these cheap glasses on Amazon that block out all the blue light. Go to school, kids called me bug boy. But I didn't care. I didn't have a headache anymore because the fluorescent lights at my school were bothering me. So with the blue light blockers, it helped. That's something very awesome. Here's the deal. Red is the best. 2-3 hours before bed, I recommend putting on red glasses or having a red blue light filter. Because red also blocks out the green and yellow spectrum of light, which also tells your body it's not bedtime yet. So, keeping all this into account, even having a blackout curtain, because remember, blue light's so powerful from street lamps or whatever, it definitely goes through your eyelids. These things, not really thick, they're not going to protect you. So having those like little masks you wear, my mom has them, or I personally just like blackout curtain. That's my favorite. And once you got that, you're good. And you can have a quality sleep, blocking out all the lights. And in the morning, go expose yourself to blue light. Expose yourself to the sun, because it tells your body, start producing energy. Just make sure you don't do that before bed, because even 1 minute will tell your body to start producing energy. All right, guys, let's get into hack number 5. Hack number 5. Here's a really awesome one. Here's the thing. When I go traveling, sometimes I find it impossible to sleep in the hotel. Here's the trick. Magnesium. A magnesium supplement. Magnesium relaxes the body. Makes you feel like sleeping. It's powerful stuff. So I have a cup of this before bed, and it really relaxes me. As long as you don't pee in your bed, it's fine. And what I love about magnesium, it's actually very important for us. Most of us are magnesium deficient. Some people state that there's not one disease that doesn't, involve a magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is responsible for over 300 different biochemical functions in the body. And most of us are deficient in magnesium. Also, people think, calcium, strong bones. Nonsense. You gotta have magnesium and calcium. Too much calcium, your bones are calcified. Not good. So, what's very important is you get magnesium into your lifestyle. And having a magnesium supplement, I take Natural Calm before bed. Anyone will do, as long as it's a good, trustworthy magnesium supplement. And you mix this in with water, and you drink it, and I like it. The Natural Calm I found was even fizzy. So you can find, different magnesium supplements and experiment with them. But I find taking magnesium before bed not only is very healthy, but relaxes the body, and it's an emergency go-to-sleep pill without any side effects, you know what I mean? In fact, it has extra added benefits. So, take magnesium if you like to relax and sleep even better. In fact, even sleep like a baby.